The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Hey, welcome to the program. How are you? That was so phony, I can't believe it. How you doing? Welcome to the show. It's just the Ron Van Dam Show. I do radio, and this is what I do once a week. I come in here and I do I monologue for half an hour, if you don't mind. And I talk about the way they dress during those school committee meetings. Crazy, huh? No, I don't talk about that. I don't know how they dress. I talk about things that bother us or most people, but they don't talk about it. So I sacrifice my dignity in order to expound upon those things in life that aggravate us. I've been doing that for 30 years, and I have yet to run out of material because everything is aggravating. Yes and no, right? Yeah, if I did a show that was just so like about flowers and how wonderful everybody is and just how perfect it is, and when the sky is blue, it's beautiful. There are no gray skies. We don't pay attention to the gray skies, only the beautiful blue skies, and everything is so wonderful, and people are comfortable and happy, and everybody's relationship is perfect. It couldn't be better. It's just, if I did a show like that, you'd say, what's with that guy? So I do this. And, I am I have been called a sarcastic son of a bitch. And if they had a T-shirt that said it on there, I would be wearing it. And they probably do, but I wouldn't wear that. It's one thing to be a sarcastic son of a bitch and another to actually spell it out on one's chest. Two different things. Not my bag of tea, not my cup of bag. Anyway, hey, recently I went to the movies. Ooh. You see, what I do is I don't go to the movies when you go to the movies, and it's for a very good reason, because I can't sit next to you. I go to the movies. I have a job, in the radio thing where, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. I have a job where it's finished by 10 o'clock in the morning because I work early in the morning and do the show and distribute it and all that stuff and the producers. And then by 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, I'm done. So at that point, I have the rest of the day. But I go to bed very early. I go to bed so early, it's not funny. Anyway, that's not the point, and it's none of your business. So I have the rest of the day, and sometimes I go to the movies, and it's wonderful because early in the afternoon on a school day, there's nobody in that movie theater. Frequently, and I won't tell you which movie theater I'm talking about, but I think you can figure it out. So I go in there, and it's a big one of those, what they call a multiplexy thing, where there's I think 16 theaters in that complex, and not one of those movies are any worth watching. It's kind of odd. It's like cable television. I got 160 channels. Really? Yeah. What did you watch? Nothing. There's nothing on. There was nothing on any. You get 160 channels. There's not one show No, there is. No, ironically, there is not. Well, it's the same in those movie theaters. 16 screens, none of them what I want to see. So I go early in the afternoon, and sometimes I'm the only person in a particular theater, or auditorium is what they call it, or screen. I'm the only person there. It's like I rented out the whole place. It's a fantastic feeling. Sometimes there'll be one or two other people there, and I feel like turning around and saying to them, "You're welcome. I'm renting it. You can come if you'd like. Sit down, watch. I don't care." Anyway, so I'm watching a film. It was called, oh, what was it called? Something Pain, the Big Pain, or something like that, or something about a pain. And it's the director and the star and the producer was Jesse Isinglass or Eisenberg, whatever. Isinglass, that's the stuff, fried egg, around the outside. Nobody likes to eat that stuff. It's kind of crusty and it's disgusting. That's Isinglass, I believe. There's Jesse Eisenberg. I don't remember the name of the film. Royal Pain, The Big Pain, Pain in the Butt, Pain. I don't remember. It was a very good film, and I was surprised. I love it when I go to a theater and I just, okay, I'll go. And then I watch and say, whoa, that was actually really good. And I don't know how many tomatoes it got, how many rotten apples it got. I have no idea. I don't care. Anyway, yeah, when I was growing up, they had movie reviewer guys, always guys. There was Siskel and Ebert. They were two different guys, and they worked together, and they reviewed the movies, and sometimes they disagreed, sometimes they agreed. And then there was Gene Siskel, I believe, or I think that was his name. He was with NBC. He did movie reviews on TV. There were all different people who did movie reviews, and I never, whenever they reviewed a film as being good, I wouldn't see it because I'd be sure that was going to be bad. When they said that a film was horrible, I'd go to the theater and I'd see it, and that's a fantastic film. I love that film. So, it's all a matter of taste. Everything's a matter of taste. So anyway, so I go to the movie theater and I'm watching this, The Big Pain, the whatever Pain, with Jesse Isinglass, and I'm watching the thing and I'm enjoying myself, and then somebody walks in with a tub of popcorn. Oh my God. I don't understand movie theaters. I don't understand why the number one thing to get in a movie theater is popcorn. Where did that come from? Nobody has popcorn. I guess maybe if you go to a state fair, but no one's going to have popcorn even there. It's in the movies. But you can't just, give me some popcorn. How much is the small? $72. What do you mean? How big is the small? It's a tub. It's an entire tub, and that's what it is. $72. And how much is the large? $7,352. We have a payment plan. It's 3.9% APR. What? Do you have popcorn? Where are you? Oh, did you ever have popcorn without the salt on it? It tastes like nothing. It tastes like cardboard. Cardboard tastes better than popcorn. It's a nothing thing. It's just corn that's been popped flavorless. So what they do is they have to add tons of sodium, and that way you'll buy a drink because, you're just sitting there in the theater going, so you got to buy the drink. And then they butter it. They butter the popcorn, which is it's a nice, tasty thing. But basically what they're saying is, I'm going to charge you a fortune to buy a tub of stuff that shall eventually kill you by the end of the film. And if you don't want the popcorn, then we've got candy bars. All right, give me like a Snickers bar, like for $1. Is it $1? No, Snickers bars are $17.95. $17.95. No, $1,795. And the bars are like this big. What are they trying to do to people? They're trying to virtually kill you, which is bad business because then you can't come back ever to watch another movie. So it's kind of counterproductive. Now in this movie theater, a couple of years ago, they actually opened up a cocktail lounge, a bar. And the person working behind the bar literally looks like they're 15 years old. No matter who they hire, they're only 15 years old. I think they're older than that, but they don't look like it. I've got pimples older than that. And I think they serve the alcoholic beverages so that you'll really like the movie, even if it's horrible, because you're just inebriated at that point. It's the movie theater is a very interesting place that doesn't really exist. In what part of life are the candy bars that large, that expensive, besides a ballpark and a stadium? That's the other place that is not real life. That is a large blow-up price version of real life. Hey, you going to go to the ball game? Yeah, I'd love to go to the ball game. How much are tickets? $2,000. Excuse me. Is this a ball game or are we buying the stadium? It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But you know what? You pay the prices. You pay those prices. Want to see a concert? Your favorite pop star or your favorite performer, your favorite band? $17,000. This is just about, it's hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And these poor kids who just want to see their idols perform the songs that they love, they'll never get to see them because the cost is just prohibitive. And even if the price of a ticket at a stadium is maybe like $300, then it's really $700. Well, you said it was $300. Why is it $700? Oh, that's tax, fees, the delivery of the tickets, the handling fee of the tickets, the distribution cost on the printing of the ticket, and somebody we had to hire to put the ticket over here in this location. Then there's the acquisition fee for it and the insurance just in case you can't make it to the concert or to the game. And then there's the price of what if there was a nuclear explosion thing or a flood. So it comes to $17,375,000,000. So anyway, back to the movie theater. So before the movie starts, they have a little advertisement to tell you to go down to the concession stand and buy everything you can at their very reasonable prices. And then they point out the exits. There's a voice on the screen says, "Notice the exit at the front of the auditorium. Should anything happen, and it probably doesn't, but it has in other places, just run for your life. And by the way, those exit doors, they're alarmed. They're alarmed. What does that mean? Are they surprised?" He told me that there was going to be a thunderstorm, and I was alarmed. That's the way the word is supposed to be used. Doors cannot be alarmed. They can have alarms on them that sound an alarm, but the doors themselves are not alarmed. Anyway, and then they say in this little blurb, they say, please turn off your cell phones. That could be bothersome to the people sitting next to you. Okay, I'll do that. That's fine. And then it says, and please don't talk. It's annoying to everybody else. Oh, okay. But you can eat the popcorn. Did you ever hear somebody eat popcorn in a movie theater? Here's what it sounds like. Can you pass the popcorn, please? No. I used a prop. And then you get the people who just don't shut up. They have to talk through the entire movie, and they should be arrested and somehow persecuted, because that is just, you can't do that. They'll throw you out of a library before they throw you out of a movie theater. You can't sit there and talk to the person. And why would you go to a movie with another person? Why would you do something like that? Well, so we can share the experience and talk about it after. No, you talk about it during it, don't you? Going to the movie is a solitary thing. You can't talk to the person next to you. You can't touch them. You can't have sex with them. You can't do anything with them. It's a solitary situation. Don't bring people with you. Have them go separately some other day, and then you can hook up later and discuss the film. The only reason someone should be going to the movie with you is if your car broke down or you can't drive or your license has been revoked. Then perhaps, but they can always wait for you in the lobby. They don't have to sit next to you in the movie theater. And then you get the people who just, I don't know why they do this, but they always say to whoever they're sitting with in the movie theater, I don't understand what happened. I don't understand. He went outside and then that was his grandmother or was that his sister? I don't, shh. I don't know if it was his sister or his grandmother. It's just awful. But I do like going to the movies. They're kind of fun. So they're getting a little too formula these days. I saw another movie about these two girls, and they couldn't pay the rent in their apartment. So they had to go try to borrow money or make money really fast before they were going to get evicted, and they only had 12 hours to do it. And somehow, in every movie, when there's two girls trying to make money, there's going to be some inference of some sexual activity in order to make the money. And the other idea that they always come up with involves drugs somehow. Somehow they get involved in a drug deal, even though they didn't know that they were in it. And now the drug dealer is after them because there was a misunderstanding. Oh my God, that's an incredible plot. How did you come up with it? Because it's been done 2,000 times already. And just at the very end of the film, guess what happens? They get the money to pay for the rent. And everybody's happy, and then that's it. And I don't know. They're all formula movies. Then you get the buddy movies, these two people that are in the movie that are complete opposites of each other. They're complete opposites. The buddy movies are never about buddies. They're complete opposites of each other. One is yin, one is yang. Total opposite. One is nice, one is horrible. One speaks well, the other can't speak at all. There's something. One came from a good Christian background. The other is a molester. It's just always this dichotomy of opposites. And then they go through this horrendous situation in the movie, and at the end, they're buddies for life. I did not see that coming. Really? That's a great movie. How did you come up with that plot scenario? I don't know. Movies, they just bother me. I have a friend who's having a birthday. Seems every year I have to go through this. So I'm supposed to get a birthday card. So I go to the drugstore and I look at the cards. There's two kinds of greeting cards. There's the Hallmark cards and the ones that aren't. The Hallmark cards are quite expensive. They are very expensive. And they even have printed on the back of the card exactly how much it is. And you can't scratch it off and you can't cover it up. So whoever you give the greeting card to can immediately turn it on its front, look at the back page and say, oh, they spent $6 on me. The other greeting card, if it's not Hallmark, is 99 cents. And it's just crazy. Greeting cards are really funny because they have nothing to do with you whatsoever. A greeting card to me, a birthday card especially, or a holiday card, or anniversary card, whatever the case may be, all that says is, I don't know what to say to you. I don't have the time. I can't put words together. I can't express my feelings. I don't know how to do that. So what I did was I went into a store and I looked at the rack on the shelf and I saw what people wrote about people, and I picked the one that was as close to what I thought you were. It's not 100%. It's a little more than I really feel for you, but it was the best match I could find. And here's what I did. I signed my name on the bottom. Yep, I did that. I did that. No, I didn't write the words, but I signed my name to it as if I agree. It's like a contract. I agree with the words that are contained within this greeting card, so help me God. And here, what is this? Somebody else's words? Yes, but I agree with them wholeheartedly. I even signed the bottom. You have my signature and autograph on the bottom for posterior. That's posterity? Whatever. It's such a cheap cop-out to buy somebody a greeting card. Now, I'm not touting how wonderful I am much, but usually that flowery stuff written by the greeting card writer is on the right hand of the inside of the card. The left hand side is totally blank. I always write something in there because I think it's very cheap and stupid just to sign your name to a card. I think it's actually an insult. I don't have time to write anything, or I have no feelings for you whatsoever. There's nothing to say about you at all. But I'll agree with whatever is written here because I don't have much time. I have no feelings, and I really don't care about you. But in order to save face, I found somebody who says a lot of stuff, and I signed my name to it, just like I said it. You just signed your name to the card? No, I actually, those are my words. I printed them out, and then I signed it. You didn't print those things. Now, those aren't your words. So I write on the left-hand side a little extra stuff. Remember the time we both fell down on the ice, and then you picked me up? That kind of thing. I personalize it, because the stuff on the right is not personal at all. Somebody else wrote it. We know that. Stuff on the left, that's personal. Remember when we fell on the ice? That was us, right? See? I personalized it. I made it about you. Here, happy birthday. Thanks a lot. Birthdays are funny stuff. I've said this before on this show. I don't care for Facebook at all because I think it's demeaning to the human race. But the one thing that Facebook is good for is birthdays, because now you can remember everybody's birthday because Facebook will tell you when it is, because your Facebook friends are basically your acquaintances and your friends, supposedly. That's the formula. So they will tell you when their birthdays are. It's really fantastic. I used to have a separate little book in my office that had the birthdays of people that I knew. It wasn't a very big book. It wasn't necessary. And I would always forget to look at the book, and then like a couple of weeks after their birthday, go, oh, I forgot. 2 weeks, I should have looked at the book. I didn't look at the book. Facebook will actually tell you on a regular basis. They'll say, hey, by the way, your friend's birthday is coming up in 2 weeks. So you better go down to CVS and pick out a Hallmark card and sign your name to it quickly. Did you ever mail a greeting card? You're out some big bucks if you got to mail it, buy it, and mail it. That can get quite expensive. That is a very expensive gift at this point. And again, they're going to turn that card over. They're going to see how much you paid for that card. And they can see by the stamp you put on the envelope how much you spent to send it. So, and believe me, they look, how much do they care for me? Oh, $6 worth. Wow. Thank you. I remember when I was younger that the wedding gifts used to be a set of dishes or a toaster or what they called a crock pot. You may call it a slow cooker. This is what people got for wedding gifts when they used to get married. You know what they give for wedding gifts now? Yeah. Money. Let's not fool around with the ceramic appliances. Where's the cash? Let's do cash. Yeah, really. And I think there's a rule of thumb where you should figure out how much the meal at the wedding reception would cost you if you had to pay for it, and you give like 50% more of that, and that's what each person should give. I think that's the rule. I really don't know. I haven't been to a wedding in a long time because I have ways to get out of that. If someone says, I'm getting married. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. No. 50% of all marriages end in divorce. You don't want to do that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, don't do that. And I feel bad that I'm saying that to them, but I just don't want to go to their wedding. And it's the best way out. As if they don't have the wedding at all. Then I don't have to come up with an excuse. COVID was a horrible thing. I had friends that actually passed from it and relatives. It was a serious thing. Much to the dismay of Trump, who thought that was just some type of a, what did they call that? Hoax? Yeah, that was a hoax, right? Anyway, serious stuff. However, even with that horrible, serious situation, it served as an excellent excuse for things. Ron, you want to go? I can't. People have COVID now. Ron, can you go to we're going to have our wedding. I said, no, don't have the wedding. It's not good. A few times I even said that I had COVID. I don't think I said I had COVID. I said I thought I was coming down with it. And they don't. Now you can do it with the flu. With the flu works, because everybody gets the flu now or a bad cold. That works very, very well. Hey, you want to go to lunch on Thursday? I have a cold. Oh, no, okay, never mind. I don't want that. I don't want your cold. Works really well. You have to know what works to get out of things. You know what? I'm only kidding. I don't do that. Anyway. I'm not into baseball at all, but I do go to the Rocks games. They're in there's a town nearby called Brockton, Massachusetts. It's about 700 miles away from here, and I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but they used to have a minor league baseball team thing, and it was the Brockton Rocks, and it's gone through various traditions. And transitions. It's gone from a B game kind of professional baseball to a collegiate baseball to a pickleball team to to a bridge club where they played mahjong on Saturdays. Now they're again a baseball league. They're in the Frontier League. And apparently, Boston Red Sox legend, well, he's still a legend, Jim Rice is a co-owner of the Brockton Rocks again. The Brockton Rocks are emerging back as a semi-professional baseball team within the Frontier League. And there used to be a team that they called the Knockouts. They got knocked out, so they don't exist anymore. So I'm kind of excited that we can have some local baseball that's of a higher quality, playing Chicago and New York, and there's two Canadian teams. So it should be fun. I think there's like 17 teams in the league. So, when the snow stops and it gets warmer, it's something to do. It's a beautiful baseball field that they have there, and it is a good time. The hot dogs used to be better, but now they're not. So, but anyway, what the hell? You can drink beer and all that stuff and make believe you're at a baseball game. So I think that's great. Fine. I just thought I'd mention that. I'm out of time. I've talked way too long. I don't know what show is on next, but you can see what's going to happen. I have no idea what's happening here. I'll be back next week to do another episode. You can join me, NewEnglandBroadcasting.com, RonVanDam.com. I'm on all the platforms. We're on syndicated stations across the country every single weekday of my life. So go there, and until then, I wish you peace.